Hello guys, today's video is about positive energy. Positive energy is not just a fleeting emotion or a motivational buzzword. It is a powerful force that shapes the entire direction of your life. It's the invisible current that runs through your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your relationships. When you choose to radiate positivity, you're not just changing your mood for the day, you're changing the environment around you. You attract better conversations, more opportunities, and deeper connections. Life starts responding to you differently. Challenges become chances for growth, and setbacks lose their sting. Positive energy fuels resilience. It gives you the clarity to focus on solutions rather than problems. It's not about ignoring the darkness, but choosing to become a source of light within it. With positive energy, your mornings start with intention, your interactions are rooted in kindness, and your goals feel less like burdens and more like possibilities. You begin to notice the beauty in small things: a smile from a stranger, a peaceful breeze, a moment of silence. Your health improves too, because stress has less power over a mind that's focused on gratitude, optimism, and hope. And when you walk through life with this energy, people feel it. They remember you for how you made them feel safe, inspired, understood. Positive energy is contagious, and once you commit to it, you stop waiting for good days and start creating them. Every time you respond with patience, speak with encouragement, or believe in something better, you strengthen your mental, emotional, and spiritual foundation. It's the quiet confidence that whispers, "Everything is working for your good," even when the world feels uncertain. So don't underestimate the power of your energy. When it's positive, it not only transforms you, it transforms everything around you. Positive energy is not a fluke of good luck or something you inherit at birth. It's a choice, a deliberate, daily decision to see light even in the shadows, to act with compassion when anger feels easier, to be grateful even when life feels incomplete. When you live from a place of positive energy, you begin to move differently. You stop reacting impulsively to negativity and start responding with intention. This doesn't mean ignoring hardship or pretending life is perfect. Instead, it means grounding yourself in the belief that life is still good, even when it's hard. The belief that mental posture transforms your internal world, and when your internal world changes, your outer world follows. You begin to attract relationships that are rooted in authenticity. You connect with people who uplift you rather than drain you. You develop the emotional muscle to walk away from toxicity, not out of bitterness, but out of peace. You become magnetic not because of how you look or what you have, but because of how you make others feel. People trust your energy before they trust your words. Positive energy has a compounding effect. Each moment of kindness, every thought of hope, every act of empathy builds upon the last. Over time, your mind becomes a garden that naturally grows joy, resilience, and calm. You begin to see possibilities where others see problems. You find joy in simplicity: a warm cup of coffee, the sound of birds, the laughter of loved ones. And this joy isn't fragile. It's not based on material possessions or other people's approval. It's anchored in who you are. And when life throws you into chaoses, it inevitably will. Your positive energy becomes your armor. You handle rejection with grace, disappointment with perspective, and uncertainty with patience. You no longer need to control everything because you've learned to trust that life unfolds the way it is meant to. But make no mistake, maintaining positive energy takes work. It's not naive optimism or pretending everything is fine. It's a conscious commitment to growth, healing, and present. It's choosing to forgive when it would be easier to hold on to pain. It's choosing to speak truth with love instead of silence fueled by resentment. It's learning to quiet the voice of fear, so the voice of courage can rise. And the more you practice it, the more powerful it becomes. Positive energy rewires your brain, influences your habits, and aligns your spirit with higher purpose. One of the most beautiful things about positive energy is how it multiplies. The smile you give a stranger may be the only light they see that day. The encouragement you offer a coworker may spark a breakthrough. The time you spend listening, truly listening to someone else, could be the beginning of their healing. When you give positive energy, you don't lose it. You amplify it. You make the world better not by fixing everything, but by simply being someone who brings calm into chaos, clarity into confusion, and kindness into conflict. Positive energy is not about always being cheerful or never feeling down. It's about emotional maturity, ability to experience pain without becoming it, to face stress without becoming reactive, to love yourself through both failure and success. It teaches you that your worth is not based on achievements, titles, or money, but on your presence, your integrity, your ability to love. And when you start living this truth, your world changes. Opportunities that once felt distant start appearing. People who align with your spirit enter your life. You become the kind of person who doesn't just survive but thrives. The energy you carry is the language your soul speaks. It's what lingers in a room long after you've left. It's what your children will remember, what your friends will rely on, and what your legacy will echo. So choose to carry energy that heals, uplifts, and unites, even when no one is watching, even when the world feels heavy, because each positive thought, word, and action creates ripples. And those ripples, in time, become waves. The more you live with positive energy, the more you begin to realize it's not just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. It influences the way you wake up in the morning, how you treat others, how you respond to pressure, and how you view your purpose in life. Instead of dragging through your day, you rise with intention. You start your morning not with dread, but with a quiet determination to bring something good into the world. Maybe it's a kind word, a helpful gesture, or simply the way you carry yourself. When your presence is rooted in positive energy, you no longer need to be the loudest or the smartest person in the room. Your calm becomes your confidence. Your peace becomes your power. People who embody positive energy become natural leaders, not necessarily by title, but by influence. Others begin to seek their advice, trust their judgment, and mirror their attitude, because positive energy is rare. In a world wired for anxiety, distraction, and negativity, people are starved for presence, for connection, for light. And when you bring those things to the table, your value becomes immeasurable, not just in your job, but in your friendships, your family, your community. You become someone who not only navigates storms, but brings calm to others lost in them. There's a common misconception that positive energy means smiling through everything and avoiding pain. In truth, the most positive people are often the ones who have suffered the most. They've been broken, betrayed, overlooked, but instead of becoming bitter, they became better. They chose not to let the darkness define them. And that choice, that courage is what creates authentic, sustainable, positive energy. It's not naive optimism. It's a warrior's mindset. The refusal to give in to negativity, the willingness to keep showing up with an open heart, even when it's been hurt before. Positive energy sharpens your intuition. It helps you see red flags before they become disasters. It guides you toward opportunities aligned with your values and away from distractions that drain you. It helps you forgive yourself, not because you deserve to escape consequences, but because you deserve peace. And in that forgiveness, in that letting go, you regain the emotional bandwidth to pursue joy again. You stop repeating the same mistakes because your energy is no longer tethered to the past. Spiritually, positive energy reconnects you to something higher, whether you define that as God, the universe, nature, or your inner purpose. It becomes your compass when logic fails, your strength when your body is weak, your clarity when the world feels chaotic. And as your inner peace deepens, so does your compassion. You start giving grace more freely, because you understand that everyone is fighting unseen battles. You stop competing and start collaborating. You stop judging and start helping. And in doing so, you become a source of healing, not just for others, but for yourself. Positive energy also fuels discipline. It's not about toxic positivity or pretending everything is fine. It's about knowing why you get up every day. When you're powered by positive intention, you naturally begin to reject habits that no longer serve you. You stop wasting time on gossip, fear, and ego. You invest your energy into things that grow you, learning, loving, building, healing, and slowly, your life begins to align. You meet people who match your frequency. You attract experiences that reflect your inner world. It's not magic, it's a line. Your energy introduces you before you speak. And when that energy is rooted in kindness, gratitude, and growth, doors begin to open that were once invisible. And even when life knocks you down, and it will, your Positive energy becomes your fuel for the comeback. It gives you the resilience to keep going, the creativity to adapt, and the humility to ask for help when needed. You stop seeing failure as a final verdict and start seeing it as feedback. Each setback becomes a setup for a greater version of you. And as you keep growing, evolving, and radiating light, you begin to realize that your greatest contribution to this world is not what you do, but who you are.